Good in the hood. That's the mantra behind Peda Eduoard's brand, Mathmatik Athletics.
Yeah, the sportswear brand was founded right here in Boston with the goal of celebrating community. And Peda's here now to tell us all about it. Thanks for being here.
Hey, I am so excited to be here.
With your Roxbury
excited to have you here.
oh, this whole thing?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
Well, tell us about the brand. I mean, Roxbury, you're rocking it right now, but for people who aren't familiar with it.
Yeah, so the brand is Mathmatik Athletics. I started this 2014. I, just as any other kid growing up, thought I was going to make it to the NBA, but unfortunately, my growth spurt never kicked in.
You didn't drink enough milk.
I didn't drink the milk, but I was always artistic, and I wanted to find a way to, have an outlet, and doing fashion was one of that ways of doing that. And then, 2014 came about and started Mathmatik Athletics.
Wow. And the mantra behind the brand we mentioned, but the community aspect is really important to you. You've shown that through the events that you've thrown, but even just going throughout the neighborhood and raising the banners. So what inspired the community aspect of your brand? Yeah,
so I think the community aspect came from just, me growing up playing basketball in the community, being a part of BNBL. I was able to, first, see how other athletes my age, play in different leagues. And one of the things was you had to be good. If you weren't good, you had to stay in your neighborhood. And then, I got a chance to play other kids from, Mission, Roxbury. So, kind of just going back to my childhood and seeing how I was able to navigate through different communities. It made me realize, man, I felt like this is something that can be created. Like the campaign itself was birthed from there. So the good in every hood came from that. My experience playing BNBL and also, being a sports fan. Yeah. So.
And you've partnered with community restaurants, with community organizations to not only help the brand, but also to help them. Can you talk about kind of the give and take you've got there?
Yeah, so, we started doing the neighborhood watch parties. Our first watch party was with Dorchester Brewery. There we had, M&M Barbecue. This was also the banner year for the C's.
That worked out perfectly.
And it was, we had other competition too. I think they had something around City Hall. But we still was able to turn out 250 people at our event. Reebok ended up coming through and giving some sneakers to the event. So it was really good to see a big brand like that come through and support what we were doing. So I was excited about that.
That's awesome. If people want to get their hands on it,
how can we find it?
Right now, matter of fact, it's Mathmatik Athletics.
Okay, there we go.
I'm not going to be stingy, but no, a lot of folks have been reaching out to us, because right now it's a Boston-focused community thing, and I get a lot of asks from Malden, Quincy, and we're waiting to get enough of a email list, or at least a request, because again, this is community focused. You get a lot of people on social media asking about when is my neighborhood being on, and it's we want to make sure it's community driven. I don't want to put out product that's no one gets it.
Yeah, that's real. Well, all right, thank you so much.
So if they ask, you may deliver. So we're putting it out there. If you guys want something,
ask for it.
You gotta ask for it.
We'll expand beyond Boston. Sure. Make sure you follow Mathmatik Athletics on Instagram so you can follow Peda's journey. Thank you.
Thank you.